Hello, today is going to be days 92 and 93 of my daily journal. Alright, so yesterday was Friday. I didn't need to drop my brother off. I didn't need to drop the neighbor's daughter off. So I got to hang out a little bit before I went to work. So that was nice. Did my normal, got dressed, made my lunch, which was a couple of sandwiches, and let my dog out, get him food and water, made sure I had all my stuff, and then went to work. And yesterday was actually a decent day. I was there till 5:30, which was my scheduled time. So that was nice. I didn't get cut off early, which is good for hours because next week is my vacation, or the week that I'm taking off. So I'm not gonna be getting any money from tips and mileage. So I need that paycheck to be as big as possible, and staying until my my shift ends, the actual time that it's supposed to end, was always nice. Plus I stayed a little bit later just because things were a little bit busy. But yeah, that's more money going into the paycheck next week. But yeah, normal day. It was a decent day. I made a good amount of money. It helps, recoup the money that I made, that I spent on the furniture and on the paint and primer. So that's good. And then yeah, came home and I had some dinner, watched some TV, and that was really it. I really didn't do much. Like I said, though, it was a Good Friday, so that helps with getting back the money that I just spent. And yeah, that's always nice. I took down all of the stuff that I had hanging on the walls, because the room's gonna be sanded. Nothing can be on the walls. It's gonna be sanded down so that the primer can stick to the wall nicely, and then the paint will stick to the primer better. And yeah, but that was yesterday. Today, I got up early. Again, I was opening driver. Got up early, got myself dressed and everything, and I went down to my coffee shop that I go to, and just chilled out for about an hour. Had myself a coffee, and then about a little bit before I was about to leave, there was supposed to be a farmer's market today, but it was raining, so they canceled it. But the coffee shop, whenever there's like farmers markets, they host, or they allow some people to like set up shop in the shop, and they sell it there. And the little setup that they had was for like artisanal breads. There was focaccia, there was sourdough, and there was like it was combinations of stuff. I can't really remember all of it, but I picked up some cookies because they had some. They were sourdough s'mores cookies, and they were really good, honestly. I had them with my sandwiches for lunch, and I did enjoy them. I did think they were really good. But other than that, enjoyed my coffee, bought some cookies, went to work, and today was a very busy day. Basically from around like opening to like the end of my shift, essentially, it was just busy. And that kind of sucked because I needed to get my list of prep done, and I couldn't really do it because I was constantly in and out of the store. They sent me to go swap out dough with another store. So I did that. That like that was when we opened. I did that, which that took a little bit. Came back, and then I had 2 orders, and then came back, and then more orders, and then I really didn't get a good chance to get through the list until like until like mid-afternoon. That's when I was like, okay, let me go down this list so that I can leave when I need to. And so yeah, there was an order that came in where it had died down, and there was another driver there, Eric, the guy that trained me. I was like, hey, do you mind taking this so that I can go ahead and start working on the list, because I really need to work on the list. And he was cool with that. And so, going down the list, made some progress, and then orders started coming in again. And then whenever I got the chance to, I would do maybe an item or 2 on the list, and just work my way through it, basically till the end of my shift. And I mean, yeah, it was a busy day, but I made some good money today as well, which again, that helps recoup the money that I just spent. The furniture hasn't got here yet. It said anywhere from Friday to next Wednesday. That's a big window of time, but just having the room prepped and painted before then would honestly make it easier. Sorry. It would make things easier. It would make things quicker, simpler. Yeah, and then today as well, an issue popped up with my truck. I'm thinking there's something going on with the electrical system. It's saying that my back right brake light is out. Like, I'll turn it on and it says brake light out, and then it'll show the back right one. I came home, and I had my dad take a look at it. I pressed the brakes, I turned on the turn signals, I turned on the hazards, and everything was completely fine. The light turned on, the signals turned on. Whenever I reversed, the white lights turned on, so everything was good with it. But for some reason, it's saying that the light is out. So, throughout the week, my dad's gonna go take it. They're gonna go run. They're gonna go check and see if there's like any error codes popping up. And let me know, because this isn't the only thing that I've noticed. I've noticed that sometimes it will just randomly say like the parking sensor can't be used, just because it's obstructed or something, when there isn't anything, it's not dirty or anything. There's nothing blocking it. A couple weeks ago, in the middle of me driving, the screen in the center just turned off and then turned back on again, which I found that pretty weird. Sometimes the passenger side window, whenever I try to roll it up, it has a feature where you can roll it up manually, and then you have one where like you pull it all the way up and it will go all the way up by itself or all the way down. And that sometimes is a little finicky, and then there's sometimes I press the key fob and nothing happens, so I gotta press it a couple more times. Just a couple of little things that are making me think something might be wrong with the electrical system. Something in there might be wrong, but we'll see about that. Like I said, my dad's gonna take it to his shop, and they're gonna see what's going on with that. Other than that, next weekend, I'm gonna go hang out with a couple of friends. I texted them today. A couple of friends from high school and middle school. I met them in middle school. We went through high school. Yeah, next weekend, go hang out with them. Just go fishing, because yeah, I mean, I'm cool with fishing. I like fishing. It's nice and peaceful. Yeah, there's that. That's set up for next weekend. Right now, after this video, I'm going to move all of my or I'm going to get rid of whatever I don't need, move all of my stuff so that while I'm out at work, my dad can go ahead and sand all the stuff that he needs to sand, and then it will be ready to paint Monday and Tuesday. But yeah, I just gotta move all of my stuff so that there's no issue with him sanding it down and everything. We got the paint rollers, we got the paint, we got the primer, we got all of the stuff to mask off whatever we don't want to be painted and all that stuff, you know. And we've talked about what's going to be painted from like where onward everything is going to be painted. And yeah, I mean that's really it. Like, there is part of my wall right here that's behind my phone, or behind my desk that the phone is on, that is already, you know, been stripped of paint. So yeah, I mean, it's in motion. So next week for sure, painted furniture. Yeah, I'm basically gonna have an entirely new room. I also still have to order the table lamp and the floor lamp that I saw on Amazon that I liked, and you know, go look for maybe some or go look for like a fake plant just for, you know, color and everything, liven up the room. A rug, I'm thinking a brown rug. But yeah, that's really everything. And then whatever else I decide to buy, I do plan on getting a record player, which I will have like on display on one of the shelves. I do plan to get that, but that might be like a little bit further down the line. Yeah, and then there's me going and getting some more clothes, or some new clothes that you know, some new clothes for me to wear that that I want to get. Like I said, I want to add more color and also have nicer clothes. But yeah, that is everything. Tomorrow, last day of the week, and then I'm off for vacation. And I mean, yeah, that's it. Next week, even though I am on vacation, it's still a pretty busy week. I have to go drop off a sample, so that my doctors can see what my levels are at. Now that I've had one dose of the medication and I've been on it for a couple of weeks, I have to go get my next infusion for the medication. Painting the room, assembling the furniture, you know, hanging out with my friends some weekend next week, and then maybe either going and getting some clothes, or maybe taking like a day trip over to Austin, you know. But yeah, that's everything that's going on right now. Another thing, I weighed myself. I got home, I weighed myself. Granted, it was after eating, but I weighed myself. I was sitting at 156 pounds. Heaviest I have been in years. Like years. And I am noticing that I am actually like going less throughout the day. I still have my morning, you know, my morning restroom uses, but throughout the day, it's really like it's calmed down a lot. It's calmed down significantly, and I mean during the night as well. I'm not really waking up to go to the restroom, so that's another good thing. I am feeling better. I'm also thinking about, now that I'm at where I am at, um, starting to um, prepare to start working as an electrician. I'm up in weight, and now that I'm up in weight, I want to start training so that I have better cardio. I'm a little bit stronger so that I can do what I need to do, and then go into electrical. I do think by the end of this year, if I really take things seriously, if I take things really seriously, if I stick to the diet, maybe add a couple of things, start intaking more protein, which would either be through more shakes, more meats or whatever, and also working out seriously, by the end of the year, I think I could be able to start doing electrical work, which it is still a little scary, just because what if I put in all this effort and I'm still not able to do so? I'm still not able to handle it, you know? There's always that lingering thing in my mind, and then I'm thinking about, like, what happens if something happens at work, or just constant thoughts like that. But I can't let that stop me. I'm showing progress. I want to ride this momentum through. You know, I'm bigger, obviously, not 100% healthy bigger, but I'm bigger. I have weight. I now have weight that I can actually do something with. I can actually work out and make myself stronger and healthier and everything, and actually be ready to be able to do what it is that I want to do. And also, I just, with all the things that I've just purchased and everything, the money that I'm making it's fine, but I would like to have more, because all of this, the room, the wardrobe, the truck, all of that is about to take 7 months of my savings, basically completely out, almost completely out. That sucks. It does suck. It doesn't feel good having my savings kind of just completely gone. 7 months, just gone. Almost entirely. And so, I also want to be making more. I always want to be making more, but now that I'm in the position to where I could actually feasibly be able to safely do that job and be making more money, now I'm really wanting to do that. So yeah, I need to kind of look at my diet, see where I can add more, add more that will benefit me, that is healthy for me, not just random junk, but also in a way that I will be able to do, that it's simple enough for me to do, you know? Because if it's too complicated, then it makes it a lot harder to be able to constantly do it, you know? So you know, I'm thinking about maybe doing a couple more shakes, you know, a couple more protein shakes. You know, that's more protein for me to use to build muscle. More calories, healthy fats, you know, from the avocado oil, and then, you know, just it's more, which is for what I want to do. I need more because I'm gonna be a lot more physically active, and so I need to make sure that I'm getting more and that and that I'm doing so healthily. But yeah, that's where my mind is at right now. I'm looking forward to starting an actual career, and making sure that I'm ready to start that. But yeah, that's everything. So thank you for watching, anybody who watches. Thank you for commenting, anybody who comments. I do read them, I do appreciate them, and I do hope that everybody did have a good past couple of days. And if you didn't, I hope the next couple of days are better for you. And until my video for you guys tomorrow, because tomorrow is Sunday, that's everything. So, till then, see ya.